Right, there we go. We have logged in live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Sitting here just getting situated for the morning session, seeing what the NQs are doing on this Tuesday, November 5th. Market looks to be a little active this morning. Did take a quick trade just now. Thought I was actually live, but I see the stream didn't connect. So I'm gonna go back and I'll run through my quick analysis on what I see the market doing this morning and kind of look at this trade that I just I'll say botched it a little bit. It was a slight botch on my part. But looking at the time frames, we do see if we go down to our highest time frame that we're looking at the 15, it's red. We'll flip over to the 60 real quick just to peek at it. It's red. It's pulled back to the fast moving average. So we can expect this to possibly go lower unless we could start breaking into the spread between the fast and slow moving average. What Spark over at Spark and Trade likes to call his money zone. So bearish on the 60. Let's get back to the 15. 15's bearish, but we have broken over the moving averages on the 15. I had dropped this line on the chart just a minute ago saying that this is what I wanted to see it break over and retest. We did get the break and somewhat fail in the retest on the 15. So, but it is transitioning on the 15. I would say that it's transitioning over to possibly try to trend change. And you can tell that also by the moving average is kind of curling. They're starting to curl upwards instead of being in that downwards trajectory. Let's go up to the 5 minute. 5 minute is green. It flipped at about 8 o'clock. So it has made the transition from red to green. 2 minute, it's green, but it's kind of pulling back now. You can see that the moving averages were in an up. They kind of rolled. They're in an up and they're kind of rolling again. We are over VWAP, so it does need to hold VWAP to try to continue higher in this green trajectory. 200 tick chart did just flip red. Just flip red while we were speaking. So this could be a pullback for the higher time frame, but if you look at the higher time frame, it needed to hold, really needed to hold this level. So it could be just that pullback to try to hold VWAP. We'll see. Come up, look at the where we're actually looking at the 200. It has broken below. This is what I like to call my secondary moving averages. Once it breaks this, this is usually going to try to hold it up. You can see right here, it held it up the last time that it came back down. We're below it now, so not really what I would like to see. But again, I would not be taking a short just because it's flip red. I would be looking for this to be red, maybe 4 or 5 candles, 10 at the max, and then roll back over and go green. Something else that I had showed earlier in the previous stream that was not streaming was my macro time frames. I like to start on those from the weekly. And what this chart does, you see how it's red, green, and then you have those white areas. White areas means that that candle traded inside of the previous candle. It never broke high or low. Greens mean that they broke out of the previous high for that particular candle. And a red means that it's broken and trading on the lower side of that candle. So right now we're looking at the weekly. It's trading outside the lows of the previous week. Let's look at the daily. Current candle for the daily is in a white area. So it's trading inside of the previous day's candle. We can clearly see that between all of these lines that's on the chart. 12 hour, 12-hour is trading inside of the previous 12-hour candle. Again, it's not green or red, just has the normal background. And then the 4-hour. 4-hour is showing that we are trading outside, which we are not at the present time. It kind of just peekabooed over, just barely. And you can see this particular chart has green and a red. That was the first iteration that I did to try to see if candles are getting in or outside of the previous candle. This one peekabooed outside of it. We're back inside of it now. So it's an inside candle as well. But based on the higher time frames, let's go with the 12. You can see we're kind of in a downtrend right here. We're in a downtrend, just setting lower lows, lower highs. We've set the lower high here. We'll see. We may drop down, set a lower low later on today. But let's get back over where money is made on our main screen. Like I said, I did take one trade this morning. Kind of botched it. The initial entry, I did not have brackets on. So when it got back above its initial entry, I just kind of got out of the trade because I didn't have brackets in the system. Took one more when this came down to the fast moving average on the 200 tick chart. Made the move that I thought it would make. Like I said, I got out of this one here, just to lock that green in, and then pulled back. I had moved the stop for this one a little inside break even, stopped out, made 141 bucks on it. Not bad. And I had took a MNQ wanting to take an NQ. So let's look and see what the entry looked like on that one. And the exit. So entry on that one, good entry. As this is coming back down, solid entry here. Comes up, we see this line on the MNQ, which is not on the NQ chart. Comes up, catches resistance there, pulls back, finally breaks it. No retest, it just breaks it, rolls back over. I get my stop to basically break even and stop out. So that is what we have done this morning, up 141. Not bad, not bad. But let's flip this back over to what we want to trade so we don't have the error of taking an MNQ again. And you do see the difference right there between that. The MNQ's chart was green. It's already flipped back green. It kind of leads the NQ. It kind of leads because I think by the price of it, more people are trading it. So even though the price is going to be very close, there are differences between the two. And you just saw that by seeing that it's already flipped green. So you could theoretically say, okay, NQ should follow suit and flip green as well. Let's look at this one. This is about to flip. That's that pullback that I was talking about. We get a pullback. I don't want to take this short just because it flipped. I'm going to be looking for this to flip back green within. I usually want to see it flip within 5 to 8 or 5 to 10 candles. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. This candle should flip it green. 2 minutes. Okay, we got a new candle. The high is 10. The range is 875. I'm going to put an order at 850. Oh, I'm sorry, at 1050 for right now. Let's see. Gives it a little wiggle room over this so that it doesn't just snap in. Stop is going to be down below VWAP. And if that breaks, that'll flip this chart green. And it'll flip it on this candle. And that'll be the 10th candle. I like to see that pullback usually not be any more than 10 candles. And if that candle right there is not the one that gets it over 1050, I'll probably take that order out of the system. What time is it? 8:46. No reports prior to pre-market. Let's see. Vega did post a calendar this morning. So let me take a peek at it. Looked like 9:45. We got S&P PMI report. 10 o'clock we have jobs and we have ISM services. I know jobs can kind of move the market, and I know PMI at 9:45 will kind of move the market. I'm not sure about ISM, and I'm gonna take this order. Let's see. We'll keep it in there for a second. We'll see if this 2-minute candle can get some strength. If this finishes as this red candle right here, I'm gonna definitely take that order out the system. But if it can somehow, some way, find some strength and turn into a gigantic bottoming tail, I would have kept that order in the system. But yeah, we're gonna remove that order out. We'll keep waiting. Because again, that's the candle that I wanted to see push up and flip this back green. So just sit and watch. That's the thing with trading. It is a game of patience. The best traders are the most patient traders, those that can sit and wait on their particular strategy, their particular edge to show up and not rush into a trade. You want to see it over key levels that you like to see it over key moving averages. If you use moving averages, and just wait on clean entries. Don't try to chase it. Stock didn't do what I wanted it to do. So we back sitting and watching. And I definitely don't want anything short right now. I'd want to at least see the 2-minute chart flip back red. I want to see it below VWAP. And I want to see some room to the next area of concern. So just looking at the 2-minute, which is lower left, VWAP, broken gold line, I want to see it below that. If it breaks it, I do want to see a little retest. So if I could see the retest on the 200 chart, just around that 800 area, that could be the retest. A lot of times you won't really get to see the retest on the 2-minute because of how that candle is playing out. But the 200 tick chart will definitely let you see how that retest is forming around VWAP. And because the 200 chart is not a time-based chart, I do not have VWAP on there. But going short, that's definitely what I would want to see. The chart flip back red. I want to see it below VWAP. I want to see it retesting it and then continue a lower. First area of concern, if that did happen, it's probably going to be around 97. So it's only 3 points. I'm going to need to see it break that 97 area. And then next area of concern is going to be 89. That'll give me a good 10-point drop right there. So that would be my only look at for shorts. Longs, I want to see it back above this gray line right here, which is 808. I want to see it break and retest that level. So right now, this is pretty much a no trade zone for me. And you see the range of it. What is that? 800 to about 808. So that's 8 points that this is kind of trapped in right now. So one thing, I'm gonna see if I can put a see if I can put a VWAP line on here. What I do like about NinjaTrader, you can add several time frames to one chart. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make this a line, make it transparent so you can't see it. We'll apply that. And now see, this is the 2-minute chart, but I don't want it stacked on top of each other. I want to put it in the same panel. I want it to be in the same panel as the tick chart. So now the 200 and the 2-minute is on this. So now what I do is I go to indicators and I'm gonna see if it's going to allow me to use the 2-minute chart to add it. And let's see if it's accurate. So 15,884, 15,884. There we go. So now we got the VWAP line on this tick chart. So I don't have to go down here to look to actually see where that number is at. I can look right here on this chart and see. There we go, getting the flip. Let's see. What's the high of that candle? Watch it be right where we was at. So now I had my initial entry at 811. Now that candle is 811.50. I'm gonna put an order at, let's put one at 812. So looking to see if it's gonna hold this level, which right now is definitely not trying to. Wow. What time is it? 8:53. That's why I didn't get in, just because it flipped. I want to see it flip. I want to see it hold, and I need to see it break this candle by just a little bit. This pullback is a little deeper. It's a little deeper than I would have wanted to see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 candles. It's about 4 candles more than I normally would want to see. And if you notice on this tick chart now, notice how the candles aren't right next to each other. That's because I overlaid that 2-minute chart on top of it, and it's accounting for 2-minute candles. You just can't see the 2-minute candles because I have them transparent. But let's see what it does. Let's see what it does right here. Hope everybody out there watching is doing fine this morning. If you hadn't hit that like button, now would be a great time. I would greatly appreciate it. Doesn't cost you a thing, and as always, it will help me out in these YouTube streets. Let's see if this is going to recover this level. Let's see if we're going to get the break that we need. If it does, my stop is probably going to have to come down a little bit because I need to get it below VWAP. 8:55. Looking at the 5-minute. What is the high of that candle there? 8:11.50. So that's that same break. So we almost playing just a little rollover pullback. This really doesn't have much room. Got maybe 6 points in that move right there. So I'll be getting my stop to break even once we get back up around this area right here. If this trade wants to work out. Like I said, I need to get my stop down just a little bit below VWAP. And these are trades I will add one more to it on a pullback. Should have added it right there. Missed the opportunity. It's giving me another opportunity. But now it's making me wonder if I want to add. And we'll add right there. This level has held up quite a bit, so didn't see. That's not the retest I wanted to see. It did not really hold right there, which is not good. This is about to flip back red, which is not going to be good. Let's see, how low are we below? Yeah, I'll grab one more. If this kind of pushes down just a little bit lower. And this will be my last trade until the market opens. Because I said I did not want to take any trades prior to the market opening. Yep, and there's that red back. See what the 500 is looking like. Yeah, this is not good. Yep, I knew that was about to happen. So there we go. Gave back our gains. And guess what I am about to do? Turn that on. We will be back when the market opens. I'll be watching for that 2 minute to flip red. Jumped the gun thinking that this was going to flip green on that candle. And for it to snap through this level. So let's see. Man, and you look where we're in it, right where it keeps kind of just wicking at. That might have been a gotcha candle. We need 100 more orders. Yep, we need them orders to stay strong. Keep that candle nice and green. What does the Kaji look like? It's trying to flip green. Yeah, this needs to keep buying pressure in that candle. Okay, there's the flip. Not sold on this trade though. At all. Yeah, this is not good. We gonna be going down. Down goes Frazier. Might take one more. Just don't want this to snap down. If I take it, what is that? 4 points. That'll be 80 more bucks risk on that. Didn't quite get it as low as I wanted to get it. And look at this one flip back red. Five minutes trying to hold this level. What is that? 95. We got our stop at 92. So I can actually take my stop up to about 94. This is trying to hold this level. 15 is trying to hold this level. And the 2 minute is trying to get back over VWAP. And we trading before the market open, which is what I said I did not want to do. Started off green, took a bad trade, red, and now we sitting in another trade that's kind of fighting. And it's below where we want to go long. And this is about to flip red too. So yeah, if market can't find some strength here in the next 50 seconds, we could be down red in another trade. But let's see if this one can get some strength. It's trying. Bears are in control this morning, definitely though. Bears are definitely in control right now. Yeah, look at that. You see that strength right there? Bears tried to put, Bulls tried to push, and the Bears just like, nah, we not having it. 200 is in a downtrend. Shouldn't be short right now. 500 is in a downtrend. I knew the 200 was going to flip down. Yeah, we are in trouble this morning. We need some strength to kick in. Where we at? 802. 15802. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead walk away from this one. Stop is our stop. We either gonna get stopped out or we're gonna let this thing flip and at least try to get back up to 807. Right now, I don't like the trade, but I do like that right here it's kind of holding on at 795. Break 795, all bets off. This will be a red trade, and we will be down pretty good this morning, which is not good because we shouldn't be trading before 9:30. But let's see if the Bulls can continue to try to win the battle. They've been losing it so far this morning. See that the Kaji line is hanging on green right now. It will be nice if this can finish green in the next 20 seconds. That would give this trade some hope, but again, it's not looking good. Everything about this trade is showing weak. There's a good push right as the candle is about to close. It does close green, but kind of curls back over. So let's see if the Bulls can get this to push back up instead of being a down green. See if it can get some strength to the upside. Clearly in a downtrend on the 500 tick chart, 200 tick chart. It's more of a wedge. We setting higher lows and lower highs. So this is about to break one way or the other. Even the Kaji line flipped red. It's not good. It had been green since 7:50 this morning. 5 minute. We got to get back over VWAP. Our average entry is just above VWAP. So it's not really a good trade. Got in anticipating it turning green. No, you don't want to do that. But again, our stop is our stop. It can get moved up to about right there, giving it extra wiggle room that I probably shouldn't give it, because if this trade doesn't work, I'm going to just take some extra unnecessary loss. Because this is the level that's holding up. You can see it on the 200 tick chart right there. It's holding up. You can see it on the 5 minute. Pretty much see it on all time frames. One good push and it will flip every time frame though. All it needs is one good push, because everything has a very tight spread between the fast and the slow moving average. But we are below the 200 on the 500, which is what you don't want to be below. That's smoke in the city. But let's see what it wants to do. 9:12. We got 18 minutes before the market opens. Red on the morning. Started off green. Kind of botched that first trade. Should have been a bigger green trade. Second trade was a trade I shouldn't have taken. And now this trade is a trade that I kind of anticipated. And just like they say about assumptions, anticipation can make one of you as well, if you know what that is. But yeah, everything on these charts says that this is about to push back down. Oh, there's the push down. And we're going to stop out. What are we? That's 2 points. I'm gonna grab one more here. I risk 40. It's basically risking $40 on that one contract. There's the line that's gonna come tap right there. That sucks. This is gonna come down and tap this and probably push back up, but I am done for the morning. That was a major L on that trade. So I'm gonna wait, see what the market open brings. I shouldn't have been trading this morning anyway. Let's do this. I'm gonna come here and drop a line. Watch this. This is not. Actually, about right there is where I see that kind of bouncing at. Let's see if it does. This thing has two turned on, so let's turn this one off. Do not plot. Yeah, not a good way to start the morning. And I will be back, as that banner says. I put that on a minute ago, and I should have listened to it. Be back in about 20 minutes.